Right, I've put us live, but I'm just going to go for a quick smoke while the starts on. No problems. Sorry, just missed my cameras, yeah. I think we've done that once already. There we go. We're now live and across the switch.
Okay, cool. All right, so episode 2. Let us return to our little fight on the armoured stagecoach heading to Deadwood across Stu territory. You were waylaid by a group of bandits. A man or a gentleman by the name of Sam Bass and the Bass gang had tried to waylay you by digging a trench across the road that the wagon follows. The heroes had spotted the trench and had managed to stop the stage in time. But undeterred by this slight change in plan, Sam Bass still tried to convince you all to give up your possessions, to which you responded with a hail of gunfire. And we are top of round 3, and it appears to be Colt Carson who is going first this turn, which I believe is Medi. Medi, quick description of your character before we kick off.
Yep, Colt Carson, 6'2", preacher, long drifter coat, and he's got his shotgun in his hand at the moment, 2-barrel shotgun, and his Bible in his other hand, and he's at this moment walking towards Senior Bass with intent to pacify and capture him.
Okay.
Because he'd surrendered, hadn't he, last turn?
I can't remember. Had he surrendered?
Yeah, he threw his gun down because all his guys got wasted.
They got mullered.
Good evening, chaps. Sorry.
Good evening. There is one guy still alive in the rock, facing off near our good friend Bill, I think.
Yeah, he's been in. I think Sam Bass has been injured as well, hasn't he?
Yes, I believe he has. Let me have a look. He has he's 3 or 3 wounds. He's doing not very good.
Yeah, that's why he surrendered.
Okay, go on, Colt. What you doing?
Yeah, so I'm going to move up to him, and with a shotgun in hand and Bible in my other hand, I'm going to say to him, "Evil like you should be taken to town and been given the Lord's justice. So on your belly, snake."
Okay. What are you going to do? Intimidate it?
Intimidate him, yeah. I'll intend to do that and then put time up.
Okay. So, I was reading about this a few minutes ago, and now I can't remember where I read it. You need to make a roll against your intimidation skill, please. Okay.
Oh. I thought with a high spirit that'd be a lot better than that.
Is your spirit D6?
No, my spirit's 10.
Yeah, but you not put the points into the intimidation skill.
Yeah, your spirit just is your maximum.
Yeah.
So you match your dice out.
So I'm 6 on intimidation.
Yeah, you're a D6 on intimidation, so your total is 3. Okay, he is going to try and oppose you with his spirit. Which he doesn't. He gets 0. So he immediately kind of will throw himself down on the ground, wincing in pain as you do so. All right, that is your 2 actions. Blake.
From what I can see from there, all I can see is, well, the 3 dead bodies. Obviously, 3 dead bodies. I can't see anybody over there. I can see the we've got some guys down to the south, haven't we, of the map?
Yeah.
Were the gunshots from down there?
Yep.
Okay. I will then move my horse. To there.
Okay.
Am I missing something? Because I thought this guy here was dead.
That's Tom Lowry.
Oh, okay.
That's-
Soon then.
That's Tom. He's
I know that you-
one of your guys.
Yeah, I know you kind of oppose my way of spellcasting, but
Oh,
trying to kill
actually,
me off already.
just bear with me. I was there, wasn't I?
Yes.
Yeah.
I've completely misjudged the tokens. That's one of their guys, isn't it? Like at the
Yeah.
back of it.
Yeah.
I thought he was down south somewhere.
No, that
Is
is
Right.
Billy.
Yeah,
That's your guy.
okay. Then I'm just going to shoot him from there.
Okay. Do your worst.
I will attempt to do. Or
You're
I'll try.
12 meters.
I'll try not to do my worst.
Okay. What's the range of your weapon that you're using?
It's the Winchester 73, so bear with me.
Jesus, about 24 meters or something.
I think it's a fair amount.
Yeah, that's right. I've got 73.
Doesn't give it in the description. Bear with me.
Okay, yeah, you've got the no description. 24, 48, 96. So
Right.
you're within short range, so it's not a problem.
Okay. Did that come in chat? Okay, there you go.
There we go. Go for it. Okay. TN was 1, was 4, so you will hit.
Okay.
Roll your damage. And resolve your damage. As long as it's targeted, you should be able to hit resolve damage. Whoop.
Okay.
That was done on you. That was not the right target.
There you go.
You've got him targeted.
We've had this in other games.
We've had
You
this.
click on that, it does it to ourselves, to whoever clicks it. So I think you need to click that resolve damage.
I've undone it for you. 1 second. So let me do that. Yeah. All right.
I was going to say that appeared to be a strange game mechanic there. I'm shooting in the face. I'm shaking.
Ricochet.
Yeah, you hit the rock in front of you.
There you go. He's shaken. He's not stirred, but he is shaken. Okay. Anything else? You've got 1 action left.
Can I also? Let's see if I've got. Can I also do a persuasion?
You can.
Or try a persuasion. Or was that bringing the double action?
That would technically bring in the double action.
I won't be asked. I'll let somebody else shoot him.
All right. Okay. You'll let somebody else shoot him.
Yeah, I'll just pull my horse back a little bit so I'm behind cover.
Sam will jump on the ground. He will go prone. He'll hold out his hand. Okay. This guy will also throw down his weapons and go prone. Tom and Billy, you still have to act. Is there anything you want to do? The Billy, the remaining Bass gang member near you, basically throws his gun onto the ground, puts his hands up, and he gets down on his knees.
I was expecting that.
Okay. All right. So there we go. So you are going to do a cold shot to the head, which technically is -4, but you are at point blank range. So I'm going to give you a -2 cold shot. Just so you know, unfortunately, Seaborg isn't able to use voice for the next hour or so.
Not a problem.
So
That's
we'll
wrong.
have to be a little bit patient for him to type. Yeah, so just hit shooting and then put a -2 penalty in there.
See, that's the wrong name, isn't it? Peacemaker, when he's what he's about to do.
You know, he is bringing peace. He is making the peace.
Making
He's
lots of
ridding the
pieces.
world with an outlaw.
It's going to be a loud
Oh, nice.
bang. And then,
Okay, well that's what you need. So roll your damage and add +4 to the damage.
Luckily, the preacher was looking the other way with his own
That's
prisoner.
right. I was just, I've got the horse and cart bit in between me.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm kind of blocking the view as well.
This is going to be a very interesting dynamic later when these things kind of happen in view of each other. Yeah, so hit damage roll and then just add a +4 to the damage. You should, there's the damage roll above under the weapon. It says damage rolls 2d6 +1. If you click on that, you should be able to do a modifier, cold shot, head or vitals. And that should add the +4 to the damage.
I'm not seeing the damage, result damage button on there. Was he not targeted, maybe?
So under your in the chat window, you should have the card for the Cult Peacemaker. At the bottom, you should have the damage roll. When you click on that, you can choose a modifier. If you choose the cold, head, or shot, that will then add +4 to the damage. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Behind you, Colt, you hear a final. You hear a couple of shots. The last one kind of echoing sort of around the rock. Glancing over your shoulder, you notice that Billy is just kind of holstering his weapon. Oh, he's come out of combat.
I will make my way around the two corpses on the north side of the wagon and remove any money and weapons and equipment that could be serviceable, and then we can drag their bodies back to a town for any bounties.
Exactly. I was going to suggest taking all the bodies anyway. Yeah.
Okay.
Mistake for this one.
We don't have the concept of a. Oh, it'd be lovely if you had a party card here. It's one thing that Pathfinder does really well. Okay, so let me just do this. I am going to in here.
We don't have to document it now. We'll just say we'll put the bodies on the wagon, and then we can do it later on when we get to town and whatnot. If you want to carry on.
Okay, we can do that for now. We can do that later.
Yeah.
I am just so everybody should have again under the journal entry. You'll see that there is a bunch of items. One's a cheat sheet item that you can do with as you please. It's got all the various modifiers and stuff on it. A second, I'm getting. Okay. A message that Claire sent me. The missus sent me the other day about something for tea has just come through, and we've had the thing that she sent me the message about for tea. There we go.
Obviously, you reply now and say, "No, I don't fancy that."
Yeah, it was horrible. Okay, so just to catch up for what I was doing. So there's a thing called cheat sheets with a bunch of cheat sheets in that you can look at that have the various things like power, how you cast powers, how you modifiers for rolling dice, combat actions and stuff like that. The other thing I've added is a player notes, which you should all be able to edit. So as you get items and stuff, you can write notes in there so you can track the things that you've got.
That's Sorentar's baby, that.
Zed, I don't know if you noticed, I put 2 other cheat sheets that may be useful for combat. Have a look at those.
Yeah, I will do.
If you need the links of where I put them to put them in the description or anything, let me know.
Yeah, I will do that and I'll pick them up. Okay. So, everything goes quiet. You strip the corpses, you pull the corpses together, and you kind of spend the next sort of half hour or so kind of tidying them up, dragging them over a couple of your horses. You are going to need to load up your horses with the corpses. There are, how many were there? 1, 2, 3, 4 of them in total.
If I have a quick look around, they haven't got horses, have they?
Give me a notice roll, but at -2 because it's getting dark, or it is dark. So you are kind of going to have to try and find that out in the dark.
That's the one that's alive.
-4 actually.
I'll ask the guy that's alive and ask him where his horses are. And if he sort of like stammers for a second, I'll just put them at the end of my rifle into his wound.
Okay. Oh God, here we go. No, another game where you behave like that.
I don't have electric gloves.
Or a bath.
This guy shot at me and the people I was with. I'm only mildly vengeful. I didn't shoot the guy in the back of the head. I let him live. Not for somebody else to do. It was clearly major vengeful.
How do you lose fatigue? Is it over time?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, it's a vigor roll, I believe.
We made one last week, didn't we?
99. Oh, you got fatigue for casting, didn't you?
Yeah, I fumbled, didn't I? So I think that's what got it.
It doesn't. Believe it or not, it says it depends on how you get fatigue as to how you lose it, and then it doesn't list something. Let me have a look. For now, let's assume that you just need to sleep it off, and then we'll double check. I'll double check later, rather than delaying things. Okay. Sambas kind of looks up at you and he sort of nods sort of northwards on the map, about in a gully about quarter of a mile that way.
Attaboy, Sam.
Okay, thanks. You couldn't have picketed him any closer. I'll step on his wound anyway as I'm walking over.
Okay.
Or we can ride over and
Yeah.
put them back.
I will jump on my horse and anybody want to come and collect these horses?
Yeah, I'll come with you.
I'll load Sam into the back of the wagon, back of the coach. Sorry.
I think I've got rope, but let me check.
I'm pretty sure I picked a rope. Yeah, I've got rope.
I'm sure I've got rope. I think I've got everything else.
Yeah, I need a wagon. Just
No, I don't. Actually. But if there's any rope on the wagon or anything like that, then
Yeah, there would be. Yeah, there would be some rope.
In fact, I won't put him in the coach. I'm going to strap him over the back of my donkey.
Okay.
I was going to drag him from the back of the
Make him walk, yeah.
I was thinking the same.
In between his dead friends.
Yeah.
Technically, we only need one piece of rope, don't we? Because we can put the other horses together.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So, are you going to go look for his horses?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
All right. Give me. Let's have a look. His directions were moderately vague. So give me. Does anybody have tracking? I don't know if it's a skill. I can't remember.
I've got survival. I don't know whether that comes under tracking's under that. Let me have a look.
Yeah, I don't have tracking.
Tracking is a skill.
So unskilled attack.
No, you can just roll your unskilled to try and track down where these horses might be.
How on earth are you supposed to manage to get it when it's got a -2 on it on a D4?
That's the problem.
You roll a 4.
You still have you roll a 4, and do you not still roll your Benny?
Your wild dice, you mean?
Your wild dice, sorry, yeah.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, this is going to be fun because I'm going to be at -3 due to my fatigue.
You are. Yeah, you're tired.
Nice.
Ooh, your wild dice. Okay. With a bit of coaxing, Sam eventually gives you a slightly more accurate description of where the horses are picketed, mostly because you have his head near the arse end of a dong, and you are a little bit rough with him as you kind of mount him and throw him up there.
Coming from a ranch, I won't be tracking. I'll be listening anyway.
Yeah.
So if there's five horses, they'll be making the usual kind of noise.
After sort of an hour or so, you track down the horses. It was an approximate distance, probably not quite a quarter of a mile, but certainly a few hundred yards. Picketed down in amongst some like a natural defile amongst some rocks in the local area. There are a couple of some bedrolls, a still somewhat warm campfire, plus 5 horses. You lead them back to your to the stagecoach.
Yep. Will do.
Yeah, see what belongings they've got as well. See if they've robbed anyone else on the side. That probably in with the horses. That's how
You
the bags are.
find a total of sort of $60-70. A few odds and ends, but nothing that really strikes you as being of any great intrinsic value. They don't seem to have been the best. They don't seem to have been the best gang in terms of being able to rob high value targets. Yes, there is a cooled pot of beans sat over the fire.
Is the pot worth anything? kick that shit over and put the fire out.
Yeah. Check the guns and
Most expensive thing is the horse, isn't it?
The most expensive things you've got is the horse. Yeah.
And the guns are alright, to be honest with you. I think they
yeah, I
were
was
using.
going to say,
I think you're using what I was using. I think.
Colt Frontiers, most of them.
Yeah.
Sam also had a Frontier plus a Winchester 73 plus.
And why did we all use that? Because they all use the same ammo. That's why we
Yep.
use that.
Yep, that's why I've got those two as well.
Yeah.
Plus a Winchester lever action shotgun.
Nice.
I might take a second Frontier then.
And he had 50, and one sec, I'm just double checking how much ammo he'd got. 50. Okay. Scattered about the camp as well is saddlebags. In the saddlebags, each of them probably have the right ammunition. So for Sam Bass, you'll find on his person would be 15 shotgun shells plus a couple of not clips because they're individual loaded weapons, ammo for his pistol on his belt and some ammo for his rifle. But overall, you're able to find about 250 ammo rounds for the pistols in total, less the ones that have been fired off. So call it about 240 rounds. 50 rounds for the Winchester because Sam never shot the Winchester. 50 rounds for the shotgun because he never shot the shotgun.
So what shotgun was that again?
A Winchester lever action shotgun. So it is 12, 24, 48, and it's probably not that dissimilar to yours, to be honest.
Gotcha. Yeah. How many shots does it hold?
4.
Right.
Holds 4, but it is rate of fire 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've not found a normal gun that's rate of fire above 1. I went through them all last week.
Yeah, my son of shotgun can fire 2 shots in one go.
Nice.
Double barrel.
All give me notice roll. Oh, look at that, Tom. Tom is doing very well. Oh, wow. Tom, despite your fatigue. The rest of the group are off. Certainly, I would say Billy and Blake had gone off into the darkness, looking with a small sort of oil lamp, looking for these horses from Sam Bass. Colt was busy strapping Sam to the back of his donkey. You're kind of taking a bit of a rest, sat on the stagecoach. And by the way, you are the only ones. You are the only ones that are riding the stage. In fact, it's just Colt that was riding the stage. The rest of you were on your respective horsebacks. Colt was also on the stage, right?
Yeah, I was on the stage.
Yeah, Colt's on the stage, the rest of you on horse. Jeb and Big Denny are both kind of poring over the wagon, making sure everything is stop it. Everything is secure and safe. And they're looking at ways to kind of this trench is quite wide. Would definitely have taken the wheels off the wagon and possibly even made one of the horses lame had they gone into it. And so they're looking around for shovels, which eventually they will find hidden behind one of the rocks. Some picks and shovels, and they're going to start to backfill the trench enough so that you can ride over it. But Tom, just a bit of general kind of, as I said, it's dark. The high plains of Dakota are covered in darkness. The sky looks like a black and purple river filled with twinkling diamonds. There are sparks and flashes from within distant clouds, and faint throbs of thunder echo across the distance. You feel tiny and adrift in the vastness of the plains. Tom, that's when you hear it. A single distant train whistle from the north. A moment later, a thin shriek of the locomotive's brakes on the Iron Dragon tracks. On the horizon, there's a faint glow, but if there's a train, it isn't close enough to see. Let me go back to the main. So, as I mentioned,
we run parallel to it, don't we?
You're on the Deadwood stage. Somewhere a couple of days out, so sort of somewhere this kind of area. You know that the Iron Dragon Railroad runs down as a spur from the main east-west coast to down to Deadwood.
Okay. I was going to say, do we know of any train tracks? But yeah, obviously.
Yeah, you do. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
A few moments later, maybe 20 minutes maximum, you can hear. Well, you hear two things. First of all, Colt and Tom. First thing that you hear in the distance to the north, off in the rough direction that Billy and Blake headed off, you can hear rustling and the steady sounds of horses and sort of breathing. But above that, you can hear another sort of steady sort of sound of horses' hooves on the hard, compact plains, sort of clopping towards you.
Which direction?
It is actually coming. So the road, the trail that you're on is a north-south trail. You're heading south to Deadwood, and it sounds like it's coming from the south, getting closer.
Okay, I have reloaded my shotgun, by the way.
Yep. Okay.
dismount, and I'm going to get the two drivers to light a lantern at the front.
You have a lantern on the front and the rear of the stage anyway.
Fantastic. Do that, and then I'm just going to move into the rocks just off the road slightly, while they're
Okay.
still digging the hole. I'm backfilling the hole. I'm thinking.
It's about now that rising over one of the small kind of, I won't call them hills, but one of the rises, ridges near you to the north, to the east, comes Blake and Billy, leading 5 horses with them. And then at the same time, coming up from the south towards, from the destination of Deadwood, coming into the view of the sort of the lantern, is an exhausted Appaloosa. The horse drags itself right up next to you, and a bloody, battered Indian falls off the horse's neck, lands in the dust. Looking at him, it's clear he's been shot several times.
I'll go over to him, and I'm going to heal him.
Okay.
I'll go and look after the horse, I guess.
All right. Well, the horse just kind of stands there, but it's quite lathered in sweat, as though it's been on a fairly hard gallop.
Zed, I will ride to him and past him.
Yeah.
And take up a position about 20 yards from where he came.
Okay.
And just listen.
All right. The figure kind of pulls his head up, turns it to a side, and says something. Now, I don't think any of you can speak anything other than English, right?
I don't think so. Unless it's tied under another skill.
No.
You don't get extra languages for smarts or anything?
You don't get extra languages for smarts, no. You have to physically learn the language as a skill.
Okay.
So you would have language and then whatever. So he says something that you believe to be one of the Indian dialects, but dialects, languages. You don't really know what he says. So you're going to try and heal him. How are you going to heal him? Cool.
With his heathen godly powers.
You're muted, by the way, Mehdi.
Because I wasn't pushing my button. Sorry, that's right. I'm going to use my godly powers.
Okay.
Heathen godly powers. Thank you very much.
You are going to use your healing godly powers. So you are going to pray, then, are you? Perform a miracle.
This man's in trouble. God rescues the godly. He is their fortress in times of trouble.
All right. So what do you? So you are casting heal, then? Yes.
Indeed. Yeah.
Throw up the cards. Let's take a look at it.
How do I throw it up?
You should be an eye icon that allows you to click on it, and it should appear in the chat box. There you go. Okay. So there isn't anybody you can really select, so this might not work very well. I'll tell you what we'll do. Let me pull an Indian onto the map.
We're still on the territory map as well.
Yeah, I know, it's fine. I can do this, you see.
Okay.
I can do...
With his powers of the other god.
Where did that go? There you go. Right, there he is. I mean, he's really big. He's really scary. So you should be able to select him.
Yep.
And let me... you should be able to select him and... cast your... Okay. All right, go for your roll then. So it's going to cost you 3 power points.
That should hopefully have rolled, or it should have rolled. Right, so it's on there. It's selected.
Okay, so make a prayer roll, I believe. Spirit roll, right?
Yeah, it's not doing anything when clicking the card that pops out.
Yeah, so you just have to roll spirit. So hang on, I was.
That's something just roll. Lots of things just roll.
That's my spirit.
Is it a spirit or a spellcasting type thing? Because spirit's the attributes, isn't it?
Yeah, hang on.
Should be a skill, I would have thought.
Well, I've got faith I could roll, but I really enjoyed that spirit roll though.
Right, hang on.
Yeah, I like that spirit roll.
I am just going to have a look at the preacher.
Is it because the Indian's not damaged that you put on?
Yeah, it might be, but okay. So yeah, very possibly living on a cliff. If you absolutely. Jesus Christ. Okay. So, God's sake, preacher. Let's look at it in.
I just read that, sorry.
Yeah, mark off the PowerPoints and use it. So, what dice? It's a blessing, isn't it? So, I don't know if it's a faith roll. Blessed 82 to 86. Okay, so actually, you don't use PowerPoints. That's interesting. You want to call down the thumb. Okay. Name the power you're trying to create. Tell the marshal what rank it is. Your blessed hero says a short prayer. You make a faith roll. Modify the roll by -2. Sorry, per rank. The marshal can apply any additional negative modifier if he feels that you're praying for blessed hero and blah 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 blah. Blah. All right. So you are wanting to cast healing, yes?
Yep.
Healing is a novice skill. So make a faith roll with a -2. But I'm wondering if they've changed it in the latest version. So,
Not just
7.
19, but still.
So like anything, your target number is 4. So you don't get a raise on that. You just get a simple success, which means if I give him 1 wound of 1 wound.
Well, while he's wounded, let me just try something first.
Yeah.
No, it didn't do anything, so that's fine. I just did the heal skill through the card, but it didn't do anything.
Didn't do anything. Okay. So you heal 1 wound, which kind of brings him round. He's still very. He is still pretty battered and injured, but as he's kind of his eyes flutter open, and
I'll lean down and say, "It's okay, my child. You're safe now."
okay, so they've changed it then. So blessed in the more up-to-date version of Deadlands-reloaded do use PowerPoints. But it's still a faith roll to see if you've succeeded. So that's fine. Okay, got it.
I've deducted my 3 PowerPoints as well.
Yeah, it does that. It does that anyway when you click it. Just double check that you've not deducted 3 more. So you should be on 12.
9 or 15, because I used my shield, didn't have deflection.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, wounds to remove 1. There you go. There we go. Okay. All right. So his eyes flutter open, and he kind of groans a little bit as the pain eases from your blessing, and he sort of he looks at you, says, "Please help us. Wovoka is in danger. White Calf."
Where, man?
I'm called Skyhawk by my people. I represent Wovoka, chief of the Paiutes and bringer of the ghost dance. He is in great danger. He will die if I do not bring help quickly. We were ambushed as we slept. They mean to slaughter everyone. Will you help us?
Yes, we will.
We will.
Oh, yes, I will.
We're going to Deadwood, surely. We've got a criminal to take in and bring to justice.
Which is all well and good, but he's not going anywhere. So these people.
He's not. Okay. I'll shoot the guy in the back. Let's go and rescue the Indians.
Yeah. No.
No.
You can shoot him in the back if you want.
No. Who is this Indian?
He's Skyhawk.
Do I know him?
You have no idea who he is.
Do we know him?
You have no idea who he is. You just recognise him. Well, he's an Indian. He's an Indian brave.
Is he civilized? Do they scalp people? Are they responsible for atrocities across the area?
Do we know anything about the tribe?
The tribe Hook, yes. So that's a good set of questions. That means I need to give you some background, doesn't it?
You want me to make a common knowledge roll?
Give me a common knowledge roll, yeah. Yeah.
This one is just killing me.
I have, for some reason, made my mouse go really slow. Let's have a look. How well have we done? Common knowledge. So there will be some knowledge that you know about what's going on.
From the tribe plot hook. Brilliant.
It is great, isn't it? So Deadwood is smack bang in the middle of the Sioux Nation's land. Let me give you a little bit of background here. So recently, sort of last year, the Great Flood struck. That was when the well, actually, it wasn't even. It was recently. It wasn't even last year. So the Great Flood of 1880, which saw a swathe of destruction across the lower half of California and the Great Maze on August 23rd of this year. So actually, 7, 8, 10, 13 days ago, the Great Flood struck. I will post some stuff later for you to read, but essentially, that's been the big news. Most recently. For the 4 months before disaster struck Los Angeles, the so-called maze wars were heating up in the ghost rock-rich channels of California. The rail barons raided each other's claims, skirmished in narrow channels on windswept mesas, and tried to ship out as much fundament as possible, despite the Wasatch stronghold on Los Angeles imports and exports. We're still kind of in the midst of the fallout and the end of the Civil War. The US, rather than the Civil War ending with victory, it ends up being a stalemate, and both sides carve off half of the country each. Since then, the Interesting. Deadwood is of interest because the Black Hills has ghost rock, and so there is an uneasy alliance, an uneasy truce between Custer's men and the Indians of the Sioux Nation, allowing the creation of Deadwood. The Sioux remain willing to suffer the mining of the Black Hills, but the tribal Wicasas respond with more violence every time their territory is violated. Through all the militant order, through it all, okay, you've heard rumblings of a militant Sioux chieftain by the name of Raven, not a small black puppy dog. And Raven has sort of declared open war on the white invaders. Though, based on what you've heard, the movement hasn't gathered a huge following currently. But it's one of the reasons why the Deadwood stage is now an armoured monolith, a big sort of slow armoured metal thing that comes down, usually with outriders and a bunch of other protection. Recently, rumour has it that a dozen miners were murdered in the Black Hills south of Deadwood. The bodies were found in various states of mutilation, making quick identification difficult. Preliminary reports suggest that preliminary reports on the identity of the attackers are in conflict. Most claim the Sioux swept in and killed the miners. 11 of them were working the claim, but after all, in clear violation of the Deadwood Creek Treaty. And there are two sides. There are some that believe that the Deadwood Miners Association has some culpability here. And other reports claim that it was ghost miners that actually killed them. So to answer the question, there is an uneasy truce in this area between the Sioux Nations and white folk. Deadwood you can find both Indians kind of in and around Deadwood, but mostly white folk. There is a huge claim the Sioux Nation, will really enforce their territory, and if people stray, then they see them as intruders and interlopers, and depending on what they're doing, they may choose to kill them. So yes, scalping does happen. Are they rampant bad guys? No more so than the white folk who are trying to sort of impose themselves on what would have originally been Sioux Nation territories.
So he mentioned that this guy that had been attacked was something to do with the ghost dance.
Yes.
Which is the strengthening of the Sioux Nation's faith and culture and bringing all the tribes together, isn't it?
Correct. Yes.
So that in itself would be a worry to potentially for anybody that was in the US that saw that as a threat.
Correct. Yes. So, yes. Over the last few months, fear has been gripping the nation, and fear has been causing people to do strange things, but effectively feel uneasy about certain places. And on top of that, there have been sightings and rumours and claims that people are coming back from the dead. Whether these are true or not, hard to tell. Could just be people creating stories and, mistaking what they're seeing. The Ghost Dance, it's a new medicine society that's begun to gain strength and influence amongst native tribes. The Indians pay tribute to their spirit totems by means of a sacred dance that they claim has the ability to banish fear and resurrect the dead. Only a few shamans are said to know the deepest secrets of the ghost dance, and those who know typically do not admit to it. The leadership of the ghost dance is not quite clear. By many accounts, a charismatic and much-loved Paiute chief named Wavoka is responsible for keeping the ghost dance alive, but other Indians make claims of various great chiefs serving as the society's leader. It crosses all borders from the Sioux Nation to the Coyote Confederation. Observers are not sure what to make of such a widespread alliance of Indians, but few think it's a good thing for the Union or the Confederacy. Yeah.
It also brings about the age of magic and turns people into dwarves, orcs, and as we know. No, sorry, that's not this game, is it?
Wrong game. So yeah, so
different ghost dance.
I'll post some stuff from the Tombstone Epitaph, which is a newspaper that's readily available. That a lot of this information can be found in.
Okay, so after hearing all that, what's the incentive to help the Indians if they're supposed to be potentially putting all white folk at risk?
Well, that's a good question.
I suppose you could.
Guessing on their good side, it'd be good.
You could devil's out and say, well, if we help them, then it kind of builds that bridge, and we're not all seen as people that run into the camps and butcher whole families and do all the stuff that we know we have been doing.
Yeah, but he's a human being. We want to save him anyway, no matter what is creed.
Well, to be honest with you, are you father or pastor or any of those? I'm not sure which, but if you go 10 miles down the road to a different church, they're calling them the spawn of the devil and saying they should all be sent to hell and burnt. So it's a good bit of faith that you're preaching there. I happen to agree. My family was the same. We were God fearing, but we took the Lord's name. The Lord's work as it should have been taken.
Let live, and that as simple as that. This man's been shot. His people have been ambushed, just like we were just ambushed. And yeah, you're right in the sense that a little bit of help on there might help us back in return in the future.
Might do. It's my only concern is that we bring an injured Indian to them. Are they going to think we attacked it and we're going to get attacked straight away?
No, because he's on his horse. He'll be riding in front of us, not behind us. They're not in chains. And he'll be upright rather than slumped over the saddle.
We hope.
Yeah.
Yeah, my major concern was the fact that this guy was aligned with one of the, tribes that are, butchering. Just like I wouldn't want to help the scum that we've just shot down.
Yeah.
He's not wearing a backpack, though. Yeah, I mean, my bad. I probably should have said when we were character creating, at least one of you needs to have some sympathy towards the Indians.
Yeah.
Well, from my background, I was a rancher.
Yeah.
And I had good and bad dealings. I had good and bad dealings with white folks. I had good and bad dealings with people of the tribes. So and that's how we've always dealt with it.
So, is there a plan to go?
Yeah, let him lead us to.
Yeah, I would agree with Seabor there. So, Blake, you definitely have had dealings with Indians, and to your point, you've had both good and bad dealings with them. But what you do know is it wasn't Indians that killed your family.
Yeah.
You were
Absolutely.
never. You had some bad dealings with them where perhaps they treated you badly, they took things from you, but at no point did they ever threaten or hurt your family. You do know that as far as you know, it was a group of white folk.
Oh yeah, we do recognise the horses as well.
Yeah.
I would have thought.
Okay. So is there a consensus to follow him and go and see what's going down?
Yeah, definitely.
Well, I certainly am.
Otherwise, I have to rewrite the whole campaign.
Wow.
Yeah, kill the Indian.
Kill him, scalp him, and take his head to him.
Yeah.
So we found one.
Okay.
What's the price on it now? On them now?
So, Jeb and Big Dan. Big Dan? Big Dan. I want to say Big Dan. Feels about right, doesn't it? Big Danny. They will agree to kind of stay where they are, calm the horses, tie everything up, make sure that your prisoner is not too uncomfortable, and also doesn't try and escape, whilst you can follow the Indian and the trail to his companions.
No, I don't have a horse, so I'm going to sit on the back of the Indian's horse.
Okay.
If he lets me.
Yeah, he doesn't. The Indian, yeah, he doesn't stop you.
We've just gained a load of horses from the bandits.
You've
So
probably gained a load of horses.
So you could ride one of those if you wanted to. Or
No, he just wants to
No.
sit behind the Indian. Leave him alone and let him sit with his Indian.
I can't ride, so
Stop prodding him in the back.
He can't
that's my
ride.
gun.
I haven't got the right skill, but
All right, so you. Oh, what's going on? How long are you giving him to kind of sort himself out?
So how long are we giving him?
Yeah.
Well, if he's still struggling, I'll try to do first aid and bandage him up a little bit.
Yeah, he's struggling, but he definitely comes over as being very impatient.
Yeah,
And as soon as you kind of acknowledge that you're ready, you will definitely go. He kind of pushes himself to his feet and tries to kind of mount his horse.
I'm sorry, I'm going to have to say this. In all seriousness, the lines that just came out there were, how long are you going to give him to sort himself out? And then you had the preacher man saying, well, if he needs some, I'll help him out. What is he doing? Stop it!
Stop it.
I'm just taking the clergy that little bit step further.
Think of your words, folks. Think of the children. No, don't. You're a preacher. Don't think of the children.
Yeah, don't think of the children. Okay. All right. You basically set off. He takes you eastwards, sort of south along the road for maybe a quarter of a mile, half a mile, and then he kind of steers off eastwards, heading out into the wilds, the darkness of the plains. Give me notice rolls, please, everybody. Autumn. I'm going to let you uncheck your fatigue, Tom.
Yeah, thank you. It's a pain.
It is a pain. I need to figure out how you lose it if you gain it.
Yeah. I just picked on the plus to get it back up to full. Do bennies refresh at all?
Oh yeah, Benny's refresh. Hang on.
Or great minds.
There you go. Refreshed all Bennies.
Thank you.
Yes.
Actually, and reload guns is probably a good idea.
Yeah, if you hit reload gun now, your guns are all single reload, so you need to reload them. So your best, yeah, just reload them until they're full. Yeah.
Trying to figure out how you know how many books are loaded.
The first sign that you have of you heading in the right direction is when you hear the retort of a rifle reverberating off the rocks and the plains around you. As you continue sort of in this sort of easterly direction, sounds of cries and yells get louder, and eventually you arrive. You won't be able to see anything just yet. At what appears to be a rather put you up at the top of them. Oh, what's going on? Sort of a rather noisy and somewhat chaotic battle. Oh, ignore that. I didn't mean to do that one. Heads up, there's no grid on this map. I don't know why there's no grid on this map. I'll turn it on in a minute. All right. Can everybody see the map now?
Nope.
Nope.
It's
Nope.
black.
Of course it's black.
It's nice.
It is night. Make it a bit dark. That better?
Yeah.
Perfect.
All right. As you get closer, sort of kind of coming up, the noises of fighting and battle get louder and louder. Eventually, your traveling companion, called Skyhawk, that's his name. He kind of says, "My people are trapped on a small, down in the bottom of this of the valley, down below, amongst two small river islands. The camp was ambushed by Ravenites. We must save Wovoka, prevent him from dying. Come, let us go." And he kind of slides himself off his horse and promptly falls over.
Awesome. Ravenites.
Yes.
What's my
What's
knowledge
their-
of them?
Give me a common knowledge roll. Do you want to Benny that? There you go. See, that works. Paul and Billy, you've both heard of Ravenite. They are a group of Indians. Again, the best you can tell, they are almost. It almost seems like they're directly, their creation is directly to oppose the ghost dancers. Led by somebody known as Raven. Who this Raven person is, beyond them being an Indian, is unknown. But they have gathered this group of Indians, again, very much like the ghost dancers, from all different Indian tribes. And they are sowing discord and hatred, targeting targeting white folk amongst anything, to bring about chaos and misery to people.
So they're Ravenites, not Ravenites.
Ravenites, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ravenites, same kind of thing, they're just evil bastards.
Yeah. So with that in mind, you're going to get down off the horse and pick up the Indian.
Do we know how to identify them? If this is going to be full of Indians, how do we know which are the good guys and which are the bad?
Yeah, good question.
Some have got red sashes and some have got blue sashes, and we can tell
exactly.
which team we're on. which have gone skins, should we say?
It's in that sense, it's fairly easy. Silverhawk tells you that his people are the ones that are down at the bottom of the valley. They're probably on a couple of small islands in amongst the water. So yeah, basically those ones there.
They're okay then, right?
Yeah,
Because they're all mouse over. They're all showing as red, as in hostile. So it's like
good point. Yeah. There you go. Let me change these ones to neutral. I didn't think to change them. Good point. There you go. Does that make sense?
Yeah. That's what I guessed it was, but I wasn't sure.
Yeah. Okay, it's up to you how you want to approach this. At the moment, nobody's really seen you. You've not engaged in combat. You are kind of approaching the area. You can spread out. You can move around however you want to do it.
Can I just ask about the layout here? Obviously, I can see the rocks.
Yeah.
Are we in like an elevated area and it runs down to the water?
Correct. Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So if we were on top of these, the three rock formations in front of us, we'd be elevated to those below us.
Correct. Yes.
Okay. Right.
So you would get some element of cover from them, probably medium cover, which is slightly better than standard cover.
So sneak on top of the rocks, aim, and then open fire.
Yeah.
Get an ambush round, so to speak.
Sounds like a plan.
Maybe from multiple shooting spots as well. So
yeah.
So those three, maybe.
Yeah.
If we can get on top of those three ridges, and then we can take the three out on this side, and then that'll possibly give the people on the islands a chance to come towards us. If our friend here can give some kind of, don't know, war cry or shout to his mates to come this way.
Yeah. Whilst he counts at the moment as sort of a walking wounded, he is not going to be of any use in the fight, but he can definitely call to his allies.
Yeah.
So that you can set him up and then shoot them all.
Okay. So,
okay. Sibo, if you choose one, mark out where you want to go to, because like you say, what you say there, picket the horses where we are, and then we can try and move our way across. I'll take the west one then.
All right.
Have you got a rifle rather than just a shotgun?
No, I have a pistol
Yeah,
that's
cool.
just enough range.
Okay. I'm going to use my rifle to start with. And...
Okay. I'm just kicking something off. Okay, so you're going to take up snipering position. So far, everything is focused. So you can move to your positions relatively unimpinged and unseen. There is a sort of a little sense of fear about the area.
I'm going to take my first turn to aim.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I was implying.
Yeah, I'd assume we're all aiming and then
I
kicking
would
off.
assume you are all taking time to aim and shoot. Okay, so once again, let us go to combat. Get everybody onto the tracker. He's got the wrong name.
Do we click on the tracker?
Yeah, click on the so go to the tracker, and you should be able to click on the card next to your name.
I don't think I'm on it.
Click on your icon, right click on it, and then click the sword and shields.
Same as D&D was.
Yeah, sure, just did that.
Yeah, appearing on the tracker. There you go.
Oh, there you go. Perfect. Mustn't have detected. There you go.
How's that? 3 aces and a queen.
Okay. All right. So, player one. Damn it. Right. Some of your tokens need a bit updating, so I'll do them as we go. All right, Tom. You get the first action. It is a surprise round.
Do these have cover then?
Do who have cover?
The targets.
It depends which targets you're going for. So he will have a little bit of cover to you. It'll be a light cover, so a -1, I believe. Yeah, light cover.
So aiming
Ross,
gives
you
me
got
+2, so I'll
yeah.
be at -1.
Yeah, so you should be able to select aiming and then select light cover as your thingies.
Just as an aside, I've just noticed you got the ace of spades there. They had a commemoration of Lemmy. Obviously, we've got Lemmy's bar at Bloodstock. So at Bloodstock this year, they had a commemoration. They've had it's like what's it? I'm not sure what metal it was made out of, but like a bust made of him with his ashes locked in the back. And at the end of Bloodstock at 2:00, they had a biker's caravan. Guard of Honour driving him up to Nottingham Rock City where it'll be placed, and then every Bloodstock it'll be driven back down to Bloodstock to put in the museum there.
That's so cool.
But Lemmy apparently he didn't want his ashes just to sit in a thingy, so he sent little bullets, like the bullets thingy. He sent bullets with his ashes inside them to all the people that he valued, and Alan and Vicky Hungerford, who were like the family that run Bloodstock, they got one because Alan was I think he was a roadie or he had something on and that's how they met. It was when it was through Motorhead that they met.
Huh.
Cool.
All right, so technically speaking, we've done this slightly wrong again. You all start on hold, so you can go whenever you want this round, and in order to retaliate to you, the enemy must make a notice roll. If they make a notice roll, they can act as normal. So that's how we will go through it. Although they've all been sort of dealed in, we will do it that way. So,
Okay. So, if I go shooting, modifier, light cover, you said?
That's light cover.
Light cover is giving it a -2 value.
Yeah, it might do now. Yeah.
But there isn't an aim option in there. So if I just
hang on.
Yeah, there is. Choose modifier aiming. It says.
I'm not seeing an aim.
It's a drop-down bar. It says choose a modifier, and you click it, and you go further down. Attack modifiers: aiming, snapfire, platform, headshot.
Yeah, there's lots to scroll through on that list.
I don't get any of those. I've got trait modifiers, range, cover, illumination.
And then if you had light cover as well, it puts a +2 then a -2. It literally stacks them up above.
Yeah, I know, but I'm not seeing an aim or any of those things, is what I'm saying.
Well, you must do, because if you click on... so...
Can you see the one that says attack modifiers?
Hang on. Click on your card so it appears in chat, first and foremost, for your weapon.
Right, okay.
Okay, now, click on shooting.
Okay.
It pops up a dialog box, right?
Now it's seeing it. Right, okay. If I clicked on shooting from the skills, all those options aren't there. Right.
Yeah, don't click on shooting from the skills, click on shooting from the weapon.
Okay, so that's +2 on there, and light cover is giving -2, so they're counteracting each other. That's fine.
Surprised light cover is giving you a -2. It should be a -1 according to this. So don't do light cover. You've got a height advantage at this point.
Okay, so I'll take off light cover and roll. And snake eyes again. This game definitely likes giving me snake eyes 2 weeks in a row. And I can't use a Benny on this, can I?
No.
No.
Whoa.
If the gun jams, they still don't know I'm here.
Gun jams.
That poor little gopher standing next to him, though, didn't know what hit him.
Yeah.
Yeah, the gopher jumped on the actual gun barrel, which is why it did this in the first place.
Words of the muffler.
As you squeeze you take aim and you go to squeeze the trigger, your gun just clicks and nothing seems to happen. You realise your gun has jammed, or maybe jarred, or got some dirt in it, or something.
You need to look down the barrel to make sure it's clear.
When you were cleaning it, did you take the firing pin out?
Yeah.
Did you really reload?
I assume that uses up my go altogether. I
I
can't
would
draw another
say
gun.
yes, it does. You'll need to draw out another gun and spend some time later kind of cleaning it and fixing the gun.
Okay.
And the rest of us will say it was him shooting that was going to set the rest of us off firing. That was our...
Oh, it just waits around, and then I'll shoot with a different gun next round.
Okay. Sontar. Not Sontar. Blake.
Okay.
Yeah, why is it showing player 1?
Because it's not kept. It might. I'm hoping it will change later.
From where I am, can I see this chap over here on the left-hand side?
No, you can't.
No. I can see that guy.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll take a shot at him then.
So, likewise, just do an aim shot. You don't need to worry about anything else at the moment. All right, that's going to hit. Doesn't give you a raise, so just roll your damage. Bloody hell! Here we go. Massive damage, and that's this one here. Yeah.
Yes.
Did you shoot him twice then? Roll your damage. You haven't rolled your damage.
No, I have. It's there. 9 damage.
You rolled 2d6s, so no, you can't have done. I think you hit shooting again. Yeah, you did. You rolled shooting again. Yeah.
Yeah, because the gun's 8.
Yeah, weird. There we go.
All right, we resolve the damage.
Yeah, I won't click that.
Okay. Your wound. Your
Can you take a break for a minute? Come and let them out and say, just got to put my socks on.
Right.
you hit that one, and you watch with satisfaction as it collapses to the floor. All right.
Okay.
Anything else you want to do?
No, I will just. I suppose keep a notice, keep an eye out for others, running out and how the thingy progresses.
Okay, no problem. You can do that. Billy,
Can I see this guy?
this guy is one of the good guys. Far as you
Guy?
can tell.
That's not what he asked. That's not what he has said. You wanted to know if he could see you.
You can see them.
Quite clear
You
about
can
that.
Just about make out some dark shapes backlit by stars and moonlight that are kind of trying to hide down on the island. Yes.
Right, so they're good guys on the island.
Yes.
Right, okay. So this guy's disappeared.
Yeah. You've watched him collapse.
What about this guy here?
He is still standing.
Okay, I'll go for him then.
Okay.
Any modifiers? +2.
+2 for aiming. Yeah.
Um,
We'll just add the aim modifier. All right. That gives you a raise. So roll your damage, and roll your damage with a raise.
click roll raise,
Yeah, click roll raise.
and a modifier. I get +1 to the damage.
It should count that already for the weapon.
No, that's not for the weapon. That's for Servant of Death.
Oh, okay. Go for it.
Nice.
So
Very nice. Yeah, very nice.
add a +1. No.
Yeah, add a +1.
Jesus.
Oh, that's me. Why's he doing it on me?
Yeah, don't apply damage. I have to apply damage.
Oh, right, okay.
So that's this one here.
Yeah.
Resolve damage. He's going to take.
I need to quickly shoot downstairs, do I think?
No, we lose that because he can't bring his native shield to bear because it's behind him. So he's going to die. He goes down. Cole.
Right, I'm targeting the one in the bearskin outfit. The one that seems to be horse from roaring.
This one. Horse from roaring. Yeah.
And I shall aim my pistol and fire.
Ooh. Aiming your pistol. Okay. Well, that's a normal hit. No raise. Go roll your damage.
Sorry, I've got no damage thing in my gun.
You didn't select the gun, did you?
No, you didn't roll the gun.
You're choosing same as what I did.
No, I've got the gun here. I've literally, it's on my toolbar.
Yeah, but it didn't appear in the chat
Oh,
thing.
it didn't. Well, I could have
Pressed
sworn.
shooting, didn't you?
Yeah, I click shooting from the thing here. Oh, damage rolls. Here we go. 2d6. Click that now.
That's fine. Yeah, it's always best to get the card into the chat and drive everything from the chat. 7 down.
Sorry about that.
No, it's
Right.
good.
Oh, what happened? Oh, is he dead?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Boom.
Right, hang on a second. This isn't quite. That's weird. I didn't mean to do that. Right, so on him, we resolve damage. And he becomes shaken. I don't know why that. Okay, all right. Well, there we go. There we go. Okay, so first and foremost, horse roaring. I'll show you this.
Horse rearing.
That's his roll to break his shaken.
Jesus.
He rolled 3 8s on the bounce.
Fucking.
You almost shot Yahtzee, didn't you?
Okay, so first things first, because it's first round, he has to make a notice roll to see if he can see where the shot came from. So he is going to try and notice. Well, that's a bit shit.
He hasn't got notice gun.
Hasn't got a notice skill, but he makes it because he's rolling really well. Okay, so he immediately whirls around and he kind of he's half standing, and he
Clears his throat.
well, he does. But I'm surprised at something. Give me a second.
Blake's got some sweeties for him.
Yeah.
Got some sweeties, little Indian.
Fisherman's friends there.
Oh, yeah. I like him to suck on a fisherman's friend.
Tunes.
Tunes. Can you still get those tunes?
Yeah, I don't think so.
Really?
They're
Why?
really, they're really good.
I'm sure I saw them, Alistair. Maybe not, though.
Soothers sense to be the things nowadays, don't they?
They were great for asking for tickets and things. First class ticket to Nottingham, please.
I think soothers are basically good for diabetes.
Yeah. Getting diabetes, you mean?
Exactly, yeah, for the numbers.
Okay, so
Yeah.
he doesn't then. All right. For some reason, I thought this guy was a spellcaster, but he's not. Okay, so he's going to, first and foremost, he's going to take an action to put some. Actually, he turns, he targets. After spotting you up on the hill, you are going to get a cover bonus for being kind of right back on the hill. But he kind of raises himself up to full height and he takes a shot at you with a Winchester.
That's fine, because the Lord is my shepherd.
Ping! Straight between the eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah. You didn't cast deflection beforehand, did you?
No, no.
Fucking hates you, doesn't he?
A bullet kind of ricochets off the rock near your feet. And then you watch as the figure moves out of view.
Unfortunately, you were laid down and it went through your head to get near your feet.
Yeah. Okay.
A spurt of claret went 6 feet.
See, he does have notice. Doesn't notice you lot, so he doesn't act.
That's because we're like ninjas and one of us didn't shoot.
This is true. He doesn't notice you, so he doesn't act.
Oh.
And he gets 2 raises. So, so he does notice you. Which means he is immediately... Let's see how far out you are. 12, 24, 48. Okay. He is also going to target Cole.
It's this fucking halo around his head.
And
Yes.
yeah.
Either that or his mitre.
Yeah, it's intuitive AI. It's taking the most powerful character.
Is that like 32 meters? That is each square 2 meters, isn't it?
It should be, but it's not. I'll fix that in a second.
Yeah.
Give me a sec. Let me fix it.
That medium.
He's got a bow, so it's not even medium. I think it's going to be 32. It's going to be long range. So he is going to target you with a bow at long range.
I bet it hits.
32 meters uphill into a breeze in the dark.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got a bit, isn't it?
Could be worse. It could be a
Perfect shot.
It's like Game of Thrones, you know, the Battle of the Bastards.
Sorry, it's being a bit of an arse. Okay. Try now.
Basically, you're Smaug and he's bad.
Yeah. And I've got the little shirt button undone.
Yeah. With a big symbol that says, "Hit me here."
Yes. It's a tattoo I got back at the last place.
You don't have enough ammo. Ammo. What?
It's going to rip a branch off a tree and try that.
He forgot his arrows. They're all in this guy on the one of the dead guys. He's feeling all happy about himself. Basically, he
One guy's got 300 arrows on him.
Yeah.
This guy basically brought a staff to a gunfight.
He did.
I'll tell you what, if he starts firing staffs off branches off trees, he can have it, because that's a hard Indian. Indians.
He basically puts a tree into his mouth and shoots splinters, spits splinters at
There
you.
we go.
Splinters, yeah.
Right. I know what was wrong. So you are at long range. And technically it is dark. So we should all be applying some dark. It is darkness.
It's not a 1,000,000 to 1 shot yet, so I'm okay.
-7. I don't think that's going anywhere. All right. We go to top round. Everybody's dialed in. Okay. So let us take a quick 10-minute break. Yeah, let's take a quick 10-minute break. Back at 5 past, we'll continue with the fight.
But are you ready?
skills reset or whether it's just the world or something like that.
Oh, no, your skills don't reset.
Right. With it being not playing, I'm not exactly sure
Yeah, no, your
how
skills
it actually
don't.
made it.
Yeah, skills don't reset, and the idea is you can you go down, you do a prospect. Now on our open world server, then the prospect is open ended; it lasts forever, right?
Right.
When you get set up a certain distance into the early game, you can create a mission board. And the
Right.
mission board gives you two types of missions. It gives you like local random missions that award small amounts of Ren, which is off-world currency, and useful items and things to use on your prospect. Or you can do the big missions. So the thing that Legs posted, which was the very first mission, is an example of a big mission that you can do. And the big missions are timed sort of 7, 12, 14, 30 real world days, and they have things that you can do in them. Now, on our open world, the initial one that you saw in Legs' video is not available to you, but
Right.
all the others are, and there's probably 30 or 40 of them, and some of them are bloody hard.
Okay, well, I'll give it a go and see if I can figure it out.
Key thing: mine blue rock, stick blue rock into stick blue rock into airbox until you get the ability to do other things with air.
That's what killed me the second
another
time.
video I saw, which was lots of hints and things, and that was one of the first ones. It's like,
Yeah,
that's how to get the air.
I got killed by a wolf the first time while lightning storm. I thought it was lightning storm that was damaging, and it wasn't. It was a wolf stood next to me, hitting me.
right. I'm just going to pop something out for you all. So that is sort of background. So Tombstone Epitaph is a newspaper, and it's a background to what's going on in the wider area, and lots of little snippets of things and bits of information in there.
That is really good. They put so much work into this, haven't they?
Yeah.
I like things with a running storyline. It's like the MechWarrior stuff that has a running history going on as you're playing it.
So a lot of reading.
It is a lot of reading. We all back? Sorry, I'm not looking at video. I'm reading some stuff. We're all back. All right, let us continue then. So, top of round 2 in the attempt and fight to save Wovoka. This Indian is going to head. Going to move. He's going to move 1, 4, 6 in. It's going to move 3 squares, which is what everybody moves. And then as he comes down, he's going to shoot one of these Indians with his bow.
Indians.
Cover or
It's so finicky. If you don't have the right bolts and things on, you can't shoot your bow. All right, now I know. You see, it's going to shoot. That guy gets a little bit of cover. Yes, he's going to get. He wasn't running. He was just moving. He's also got a Joker, which is pretty freaking awesome. But not for him. Misses. Okay, arrow dings off into the darkness, hitting the rock near his feet. That's a miss. Okay, next one. He is also moved down to here. Going to target this one. It is going to. He is going to shoot this guy with his bow. Gonna get dim light. Sorry, darkness. No, misses. Okay. Steps up. Targets. And shoots again. Actually, he's going to do something slightly different, I think. Right. Yes. He is going to. You're not going to like this. So that's going to be 7. Plus 2 is 9. Plus 6 is 15. So he's going to run 7 squares at you. 6, 7. Okay. Over to your right, Cole. As you are kind of looking in the darkness, you suddenly hear this noise, and the brush and things kind of parting, and looming out towards you. You can see what appears to be the Indian that you shot at is kind of coming right towards you, and he's going to shoot at you almost at point blank range with his Winchester that is in his hand. Now he does this with a running penalty. You don't get cover, but I am going to put you in dim light, I think. So he's on a -4 to hit you. He gets a 0, but I'm going to Benny that. See if he does any better.
Oh, he did.
He did. Oh yes. Okay, you are hit by the Winchester's round, almost point blank range, as it catches you.
Blows your bloody head off.
And you're dead.
At least there was no reroll there.
Damage.
How much damage, sorry?
It's not. It doesn't do damage. It gets through. It gets over your toughness and causes you to be shaken. First one is always shaken. Then if you're shaken, you go to wounded. If you got a raise, he would have done a wound on you as well.
Gotcha.
So we do. Well, we're shot. We don't roll anything until it's our go. Get rid of the shaken, is it?
Correct. You should. It will prompt you at the beginning of your go to get rid of shaken. Okay. Another Indian warrior. He is going to scramble down there. 2, 4, 6. Get to there, I think. And then he's going to run. Actually, running is really weird. By the way, everybody, you roll a d6 and add that to your total distance that you would normally move. So another 3 squares. Okay. Except horse from roaring has the fleet-footed talent, which means he gets +2 to his movement, and his running dice goes to a d8.
I was just going to say there's a thing you can get increased.
Okay, so if you run,
noise and what appears to be the sound of bow fire rather than you do hear a gun go off.
Okay. I'm guessing that all these across the river are too far for me to see.
They will count as in darkness, so you'd be on a -4.
Right. Okay. Right. I'm going to take a shot at this one in the middle for now.
Okay, go for it.
Didn't he drop?
Which
Got a
one?
token.
Did
The
you?
one in the middle. He dropped. He's just his
This one
token.
here.
Yeah. For some reason, he's got the dead marker around him as opposed to being over his token.
No, oh yeah.
You said he dropped down. I assume he just.
Yeah, I wasn't sure. I was going to say.
Tom's dead.
I don't
Bastards.
know.
Yeah, for some reason he doesn't have the.
So he's dead, is he?
He's dead.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
He's dead,
Yeah.
Dave.
They're all dead, Dave.
Yeah, I don't know why he's not the right icon. I've done something wrong with him.
Okay. All of them are going to be in darkness now, from distance-wise, I think.
Yes.
So I'll take a shot at the one
Okay.
further down.
Now remember, you can bypass. You can ignore your go this turn and take another aim action to try and negate some of the penalty of the darkness.
Yeah, I'm not going to bother. You've seen my dice roll lately.
I know.
When I get a bonus, I tend to roll snake eyes. So let's see if I don't.
Okay. Just
So this will have to be, because my rifle is jammed, I will have to use the frontier.
pistol. Okay, the frontier. What's the range on the frontier? It's 12, 24, 48, and you're targeting this one, right?
Yeah.
So you are going to be shooting at long range. Are you sure you want to do it?
What can I do to the rifle to unjam it then? Is that going to take a second action?
Good question. I don't know. What can you do to unjam the rifle? Yeah. Give me. Let's have a think.
Put a stick in the end and poke it.
Yeah, let's have a look.
Would it be a shooting roll for the function of the gun? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. So
I can't.
I can't. Yeah, I can't even remember how this works. Go for it. Give me a shooting roll, but it'll be if you get a raise, it can cost you one action. If you don't get a raise, it will cost you your full round. Okay. You can take time to unjam the weapon.
Okay.
So that is pretty much all you can do this turn.
That's fine.
Okay. Let's go to Billy then. Billy, not the kid.
Okay, so horse roaring
Yep.
over here. I can see him. Okay, can I?
Horse roaring here. You can see the figure barreling towards Colt. He is in darkness, so you will be at a -4 if you select the darkness, but he's not in cover.
He's not in cover.
No.
Okay. Just looking for my Spencer rifle. Hang on.
You've got two targets over there. Which one is the right one?
You can see my glowing dog collar.
That's the one he's shooting.
Yeah.
2048. So that is 30 meters. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm in mid-range.
You're still in mid-range, yeah.
Okay, that's the beauty of a Spencer rifle. Okay, I'll shoot at him then. And it's a -2, you say?
So you would apply the darkness penalty and then the medium range but I don't think you'll get a penalty for medium range.
Right, medium range and darkness. Illumination, darkness. So, all right, okay. Oh, okay. I see. Okay.
That
So
modifier bar's brilliant.
I'm not aiming. So
Nice. Beautiful. Okay. That's quite harsh. That is. That medium range is quite harsh for you. That's your -2 penalties there. Yeah, you do. So you shoot and miss.
shoot and miss.
Yes.
Can I spend a penny after the event?
You can spend a penny. Yeah, just hit Benny and it'll re-roll for you. That's even worse.
All right. Okay. No worries.
No worries. Okay. Yeah, it's the darkness that is killing you at the moment.
Yeah. Yeah.
They always did.
They always did. So you still have an action left, though, Billy.
Is that an aim? Can I aim with that action?
No, that's a full round action, so you wouldn't be able to aim. You've effectively got a move, sort of a move left.
Well, I'm not going to move.
Remember, yeah.
Well, I don't know. I have to get over to there.
Remember, at the moment you're elevated above him or equal to him.
Yeah. So. Yeah. All right. No, I'm going to stay where I am.
Okay, stay where you are. Perfect. And then we go to Blake.
I'm assuming he's close enough that I can see him probably dim.
Where are you, Blake? You are there, so I will give you. Let's have a look.
Is it short range, isn't it? So.
If you're at short range, I'll give you dim. I'll give you dim cover, dim lighting. Yes. If you're at medium range, it's darkness, and then if you're at long range, it's total darkness.
Doesn't Colt's illuminated dog collar light him up?
No, it would do if you cast light.
But
Then
then,
I'd become the biggest target ever.
exactly.
Yeah,
I don't see a problem with that.
They got bows on the other side of the river.
They have got bows on the other side of the river. So go for it, Blake. If you want to shoot him, go for it.
I was trying to use it worked last time, but my hotkeys aren't working.
Okay.
Bear with me.
You want to check whether you can cast light on somebody else. Like, then the biggest target.
Oh, for a fireball.
Yeah.
Magic missile. Magic missile's a good one. I love magic missile.
I'd be happy with Dimension Door just about now, just to get closer to them.
You go spike growth all day long.
Oh, yeah. Yes, definitely.
Especially with my
There we go.
warlock.
They took,
You get a
the,
weapon, have you?
they took the time to come through. Sorry about that.
No, it's
Alright, so yeah, so it's 24:48 and it's only 16. Right, okay.
Yeah.
So dim light.
dim light, short range, happy days.
Yeah, this is where we find out she's actually taxing Colson, not
You can do it. Blow his chuffing head off. Nice.
As long as Colt doesn't stand up halfway through.
Look at that. So you hit with a raise. Roll your damage with raise.
Nice.
Oh, beautiful.
Oh,
Jesus Christ.
Blake
Okay.
Carrington does it again.
Resolve damage. And I'm going to spend a GM to soak, maybe. So he takes a single wound.
Unshaken. So,
And shaken.
Yeah, but
Not stirred.
he's got 42 hit points, guys.
He's going to put his pint down next. Blake, anything else you want to do? Is that your 2 actions done, or are you...
no, that's my 1 action, and so he's shaken. He's taken a wound. He's got somebody else in front of him. From there. I'm actually at a decent range, so I'm going to continue focusing on that guy. So I will stay in at my. Actually, I might pop myself back a little bit behind that ridge that's behind me, just to get a little bit more cover.
No problem.
I bet you can't because you know the select token. Left hand side.
I think we're out of range of all the Indians the other side of the river.
It's the box right hand side, that little left hand side. There we go.
Gotcha.
All right.
Thank you.
So, Paul, you're up.
So, sorry. I roll spirit to get rid of shaking.
Yes, you do.
I'm no longer shaken.
You are no longer shaken.
So with that in mind, I'm gonna do 2 things. As I'm casting my first one, there, which is my deflection, I will be chanting, "This poor man cried and the Lord heard. Save him out of his troubles. The angel of the Lord encamps around them and that fear him and deliver them."
So, what are the 2 things you're doing? So the first thing is deflection. Are you doing
Deflection, I'll be shooting afterwards.
So you will be at -2 on both rolls then,
Oh,
because it's multi-action.
Praise the Lord. Jesus
yeah.
Jesus loves you. Now die.
Do you know what?
That's why-
I'll do it. So it's a +2. Where do I add that?
See, that's what I tried to do last week and got snake eyes.
Plus, okay, so
Deflection's
make
automatic, isn't it? That's my faith roll, isn't it?
Make your faith roll, but have a -2 multi-action penalty. Oh, you can actually do 3 actions if you wanted.
Ooh,
But
can
your
I?
multi-action penalty just increases each time.
Okay, I can't. I just put -2 at the very. Oh, multi-action penalty. That's what it's for. Brilliant.
Yeah.
Here we go. Because you gotta have faith. Do.
Oh, look at that!
Jesus.
Seriously?
Keep it going.
Okay, that is awesome. Right, so your target for your faith roll was 4. That means you're 22 over, which means you get 5 raises.
Well, what's that do to my deflection then?
Right.
Did I add a +5 on top of?
No. But from memory, I'm just having a look. I believe you can apply it to multiple people.
Oh. What range
Right.
that is then?
Yeah. Oh no. So with a raise, a single raise, it doesn't matter how many raises you get. A single raise, the penalty goes to -4. Yeah. So for deflection, the penalty goes to -4. And by the way, it looks like there must have been some errata based that the module is using versus the book, because the book says should have been 2 points, but you've lost 3 points. So I'm guessing.
Yeah, I've been deducting 3 anyway from what it says in my little sheet here.
Yeah, does it not do that anyway? I think
It doesn't automatically deduct it, which is frustrating. I just take it off.
Oh, well, do you not hit subtract? Yeah. PP cost. And then you hit subtract. And it does it for you. Okay, so you are deflection with a... So now you have a -4 penalty for any fighting, shooting, or other attack rolls directed at you.
That's cool.
That's cool. Okay,
So,
and then you're going to shoot your shotgun.
I'm going to shoot my shotgun. No, my shotgun's. Wow, I've got my gun out, haven't I? So I shoot my Colt because it'll take an action to take my shotgun out, won't it?
Go for it. Yeah.
So modifiers. Do I need
multi-action penalty
to 2, and then is there a dim?
Yeah.
So -4 in total. Let's see how it goes.
-4 in total.
I can do this. In fact, my God can do this.
But no,
he's burned himself out on that shield.
Yeah.
Read the description of deflection. So I've read one of them where you actually glow. So whether or not you'd still be.
Yeah, we established last session that I have like a golden nimbus. I don't think it can be like a searchlight, but it'll be like one of those, ready Breck kid.
Ready Breck.
Medi, you spend an additional PowerPoint for each additional recipient you want to have, but they have to be within 5 meters of you.
Yeah, I didn't do that because I don't think it was
nobody's within 5 meters of you. Okay, so that's pretty good. All right, so we go to the top of round 3. Colt goes first, and he has a black joker. Actually, Colt, you don't have to go first. You can go whenever you want in the round, and gain +2 to all tests and damage.
Well, I'm going to go first. I'm going to just shoot this Indian in front of me.
Okay.
Why was I given a new Benny?
Yeah, we all got Benny's out of that.
Because you're worth it.
It's off the blackjack. Don't you get Benny for a blackjack or something?
I believe you.
Yes.
Do.
Because the Indians got Benny's when
it refreshes, doesn't it? Does it refresh your Benny's?
It does. Yeah, because I've got my Benny's back.
Yeah.
Toss a Benny to your preacher.
I'm up to 4. I'm on 4 Bennies now.
I think it's one of those things where everybody gets a Benny naturally I think it's fine.
So I'm at dim light this time.
Okay.
Oh, I've got a joker, which is a +2, which cancels that out. That's fantastic. Really good. It adds that.
Yeah.
There's another 6 there, just because it knocked it over.
Okay, so that's a hit with a raise.
Cool. So now you're
damage with raise.
I've got no option for damage with raise there. On my damage rolls, it says 2d6 or double tap.
Yeah, click on 2d6, and at the bottom it's roll raise.
Oh, I see. Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome. And he does. Rolls a raise. Okay. Resolving damage on... I'm going to spend another Benny to soak. He would take 2 wounds if I don't. So let's see where I get. I don't. I take 2 wounds.
Yeah, I was going to guess not very far.
Okay. He is in a bad state there.
A really nasty cough now.
Yeah.
exactly where he got to. In the bush, bleeding to death.
In the bush, bleeding to death as he rushed towards you. He does have a pair of really nasty tomahawks and he's ambidextrous, so that's why he was going into melee. He was going to absolutely carve Colt to pieces, but Colt's just shot him twice at point blank range while preaching the Bible to him.
Yep.
It's Indiana Jones, isn't it?
He's going to advance there. So moving and one action doesn't incur the multi-action penalty. It's when you choose to do additional actions. So you can intimidate somebody and shoot them at the same time.
I think doesn't running, if you run,
yeah,
gives you a -2, but isn't multi-action. It's a different kind of action. It's a free.
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. So he's going to shoot him with his bow. He's in dim light, so let's give him dim light. Give him a roll. He's rubbish. Indian warrior. He's going to move to the waterline. He's going to do the same thing. He's going to shoot this guy. Yeah.
I'll tell you what, you can burn through your PowerPoints very fast if you don't rest.
Yep. Oh, that's not good. Okay, he hits him with a raise. So we're going to roll damage.
Yes.
Okay. There's a cry of pain comes from sort of that central, one of the central island areas. Horse from Roaring is going to try and roll spirit. Break Shaken.
Nice.
So he's going to shoot you. No, he's not. He's going to move.
I thought he'd happy slap me, yeah.
And he's going to try and happy slap you. Okay. He is going to happy slap you with 2 weapons. So it's multi-attack, but he doesn't get the -2 penalty for offhand attack. So let's see what happens. First attack. No longer gets dim light because he's right next to you.
This is going to hurt.
Okay, so he gets no penalty.
-4.
He gets a -2 penalty. He's on a lot of penalties, by the way.
That's going to help.
But he just hits. He catches you. So he's going to roll. Damn it. Doesn't get a raise. He just rolls. Resolve damage on you.
I've got no button.
No. I will. I'll resolve it. Do you wish to? No, you can't. It's just shaken. So you're shaken from the first attack. Second attack comes in. It's still a -2 penalty there. And he misses. So it wasn't as bad as it could have been.
No, I'm glad I got my bloody spirit up high to get rid of that shake.
Oh, it didn't count that. Hang on, you wouldn't have been shaken.
Didn't count the deflection.
No, I forgot to add it. Actually, though, you would have because he got. Oh no, he only got 4. So no, you wouldn't be shaken. There you go.
Thank you very much.
Gives a deflection. I forgot about that. Probably need to put a marker on you to remind us that you've got a deflection. All right, Indian warrior down here. He is going to leap through the water and engage this guy in a bit of tomfoolery with a tomahawk. He's going to hit him. And he's going to roll. No raids. No significant damage. Doesn't beat his toughness. Okay, Blake, you're up. You can see this figure almost falls to one knee, but then pushes himself up. As he does so, he grabs two tomahawks and plants both of them, or tries to plant both of them into Colt.
I can't remember. Is there a firing into combat thing in this? I'll look at my index.
Doesn't?
Like firing into melee or something like that. Firing into melee, page 82. Right, okay. Occasionally heroes have to fire into the middle of hand-to-hand fights. The trouble is that even though we might see figures standing perfectly, the reality is bladder. For that reason, firing into a tangle of people such as a melee is quite dangerous. Use the innocent bystander rules.
When an attacker misses a shooting or throwing roll, it may sometimes be important to see whether targets in the line of fire were hit. Each miss that comes up a 1 on a shooting die indicates a random adjacent character was hit. If the attacker was firing full auto or with a shotgun, a roll of 1 or 2 hits the bystander. Roll damage normally.
Do it.
Okay, so shooting into melee, as long as you don't roll 1s on any of the dice, you're okay.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Since your rate of fire is typically only 1 anyway, you are not going to do a huge amount.
And the Lord is my shield.
You got a miss as well, so.
In fact, my wings are like a
Still
shield
going
of
to be
steel.
dim light for you, though.
Yeah. No, yes. I will Benny that.
Go for a Benny, why not? Remember to refresh the following session.
I will Benny that.
You'll Benny it, why not?
You just
You
go
can
for
Benny
one eye.
Bennies, by the way.
Oh, told you.
That's what I wanted.
Welcome to the club.
Alright, roll your damage, but apply it to Colt. As Colt is winged by a shot from behind him.
May not be winged. He may not be winged.
No.
He may not be winged.
Bear with me.
Let's see how many dice roll continuously.
2d8 minus 1. I love the fact that you Benny.
Not bad.
You want me to click resolve damage?
Yeah, click resolve damage.
Can I Benny that?
Just out of interest, did you get the deflection thing?
Oh no, we forgot deflection. He would have got it. So you wouldn't have hit him. Oh no. In this case it doesn't count because it's it has to come up 1 and he has to miss. So you're just hit as normal.
Right, okay, so I've got adjust damage by damage 5, AP 2.
Yeah.
So just do I apply shaking as well?
Just apply shaking.
Goddamn ingrates.
Where's your god now, bitch?
He's behind you.
Yeah, that'll fuck you up.
All right, Blake.
Yeah, that's me done. I've done my work.
Tom, you're up.
What's our movement?
It is 3. It is 3 squares on here, so you don't move very far.
Okay.
You can choose to run, which gives you another d6 worth of movement.
But if we shoot, we're at -2, or
Running gives you a -2, yeah.
Yeah,
Right,
unless you've got steady hands, I think.
Yeah,
I don't think I'm going to be able to get close enough to counteract the penalty I'm going to get for that range anyway.
Just shoot into combat.
And that's what I'm looking at like it's going to do.
steady hands gives you a -1 penalty
Right,
rather
yeah.
than -2.
Yeah, I've just seen that. Yeah.
28. So that's 30. That's 37. So they're both the same penalty. 33. Oh, take a shot at that one.
Okay.
There's only one way you get the chance to hit the preacher, though.
Yeah. And
That
see
not-
my luck with snake eyes.
Oh,
So...
that's good.
No, that's what I'm saying.
That's
There's only
good.
one.
Yeah.
No, I knew exactly what you were saying. I was just pointing it out as well. Right, okay. So that's what's the character? Okay. So shooting, that's mid-range in dark. So
Yeah, mid-range in dark. Yes, so you're going to be on quite a few penalties.
yeah.
Hang on, let me just check something. Go to dim because the moon has risen and is casting a pale light about the area. So everything is now at dim light unless you're at short range, and then it's no penalty.
Light. So I'm at -4. Okay. Yeah. What the hell?
Yeah, it's your -2. You really do need to close your distance if you can.
Yeah.
You can Benny again, remember?
I will.
If you think it's worth it.
Yeah,
Same
same
again.
again.
Yeah.
Okay. And second move, I'll move. Second action, I'll move.
Okay.
So I need to start moving closer anyway.
Yeah, it's effectively it's 6 meters you can move.
2.
All right, Billy, who are you fighting? Shooting?
I'm going to shoot horse roaring.
Yeah, shooting horse roaring. Okay, everybody shoots horse roaring.
Papa, don't shoot. I'm in trouble deep.
Oh, shut up, you silly person.
Now you definitely need to aim for Colt.
Right, so I am medium range and I am dim light. Yeah.
Dim light, yes.
Okay, let's go.
Ooh,
I will Benny that.
nice.
That's better.
Yeah.
Damn sight better. You got all the dice.
Lovely. I add a +1 to my damage.
Ooh,
And
yes.
you also got a raise as well.
So you get a raise. So roll your damage with raise +1.
Oh,
Bloody hell.
Nice. Cop for that, Frodo.
I'm gonna spend a GM Benny to soak though. Ooh.
that's a yes.
Oh, fuck off.
Soaked all wounds and he's not shaken.
Tosser.
Should have gone for the preacher.
He was trying.
What a hole in the creature that then goes into horse roaring.
Yeah, surprise attack.
Yes, a sneak attack.
You still have the ability to move, Billy, if you wish.
I think I'm going to have to move. So I'm allowed 3 squares. Yep.
3 squares, yep.
I'll go to there. I can't run, can I? So
No.
no.
No,
Oh.
you'd have to declare running first.
Yeah, I will go to there.
Okay. Well, we go to round 4. Starts with an Indian warrior. He is going to try and wail on these guys. Yeah.
I didn't realize one of the good guys had died.
Yeah, the good guy's fighting back.
Apparently not.
No, it's a miss. Okay. The good guys are sort of fighting back, but I'm not rolling for them because it'll just take too long. He is splashing into the water. In fact, he's going to run to engage.
Do we have crocodiles?
To there. He will engage. He will take a swing at him. Let's have a look. Oh, well, that's clever. Parry is 7, so that's going to hit. He is going to roll damage. Parry is 7. 8, 9, 10, 11. That's a raise. Okay, he goes down. All right. Blake, you're up.
Which one went down? That was the bad guy that's gone down at the moment.
Bad guy that's gone down. Yes, that's correct.
Oh, okay.
The Paiute warrior that he was trying to close in on stepped forward and just cut him down.
Nice.
Samurai sword.
Tomahawk.
Gatling gun.
12 ounce.
Tomahawk.
48 ounce tomahawk.
When I was a kid, I had a chopper bike, and they brought out a little one called a Tomahawk. So I've just got this vision of him clubbing him to death with a small bike.
That was one with the gears in the centerpiece on it. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
We had one as well. Brilliant.
You took your nuts out on the fucking gear lever.
Yeah,
Everybody had one of them bikes, didn't they?
You had the Tomahawk and you had the Grifter, which was the one with the twisted gears on the handles, which were heavy as hell, those buggers.
Yeah, I made out of old tanks, I think.
And the smaller one of those was a Striker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had the Grifter.
Yeah, my brother had a Grifter. Do you know what? If you've got one of those original choppers now, they're
worth a fortune.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, it's like my Micro Escort that was souped up to hell. That's worth a bloody fortune now.
Blake, you're up.
Beautiful.
Look at
that. Roll your damage with a raise.
It's nice that you've gone away from double ones.
The poor bastard's come running up with a couple of tomahawks. We're just shooting lumps off him.
You don't take an axe to a gunfight.
Well, he does when he gets engaged.
Get the spell chucker.
Resolve damage. Spend a penny to soak.
He's not soaking, Jack.
He's not soaking. Going to take 2 wounds.
He's got to be falling over.
He's got broken guts, ability reduced to a die type, and he is bleeding out.
Yay.
And he thought his throat was sore.
I can move now, can't I?
You can move 3 squares, yes.
Okay, so I will move.
He's got a horse. It's called laryngitis.
Move to there, coming off the side. I'm coming off the side of the cliff.
No problem. Tom, you're up.
What's that symbol next to me?
Oh, it's because you're dead.
For some reason, you're incapacitated.
I was going to say nothing's hit me.
There you go. You're not incapacitated now.
Wasn't me. It
I
wasn't
was
me.
going to say Blake's been next to you.
You're not incapacitated now.
I'll move. I was going to say I'll try and move, but it wasn't letting me. I'll shoot the same guy as I tried last time. How far away is he now? 26. That sucks. I think the range is 24, isn't it?
Mm. Have we tried this one down here in the water?
Yeah, I'll check his range as well. But he's
going to be. Ooh, he's in close range, isn't he?
He's in close range.
And you get to shoot. You have to shoot the Indian next to him.
Don't miss and roll a 1.
Yeah, that might happen. Right. So I'll try him. So shooting. Modify is
dim
light.
Yeah.
And is there modifiers for shooting into combat, or is it just if I roll a 1?
It's literally just don't roll a 1 and miss.
Okay.
Nice.
Nice. That's a hit without a raise. Roll your damage.
Lovely.
Jeepers.
Jesus. He's not getting up from that.
No, he's dead.
If you want to shoot him again, next turn he'll be round about here as he drifts down the river.
There was one Indian missing off the flipping thing.
He's been hiding behind that rock all this fight.
It's like, screw you guys, I'm staying here.
He's just watching what's going on, going, oh, fuck that.
He's doing an important role of holding the Western Front.
Yes.
He had one job and he's doing it very well. He's not swerving away from it.
Okay, so this guy is going to try and shoot this one, I think. Give me a second. What is the bow's range? A bow is 12, 24. 24, so it's going to be medium. Yeah. And dim light. I do believe he's hit him.
Jesus, nice.
Without a raise, but he's still hit him. I rolled with a raise, 1 second. Resolve damage. apply the shaken status. So he's shaken. Okay, and he is going to come across the river to here and target this guy.
He can't successfully shaken, can't until you lose the shaken.
Hang on. Remind myself what that means.
I remember right, shaken, you can't do anything.
Shaken requires a vigor roll, doesn't it? So he can't. He's stuck.
Yeah.
He's stuck there. That's fine. Colt, you're up.
Right, I'm gonna get rid of my shake.
It's prompting you for a roll, I presume.
Yep.
Yeah, cool. That removes your shaken, yes?
Yeah, fantastic.
Cool. You're up.
Dropping my pistol, pulling up my shotgun, both barrels.
Ouch. Go for it.
Oh, it's not reloaded the bloody ammo. I thought I did. But I did in the coach, didn't
You did say you'd reloaded, so
do I have any modifiers on this?
do you have any modifiers? I would say point blank range, no. He's going to be prone, but I don't know if that means you get a bonus. -2 fighting, -2 parry, so no, you're okay.
Right. Let's see what happens. Nothing. Oh,
Well, that's a hit. Are you firing both damp barrels at once? Hit. Add +4 to your damage. So you're are you buckshot?
yep. But short
Short range, and then add 4. That is going to hurt.
Put down as desperate attack. Oh, it's -4. Get off there. How can I add +4? Sorry.
Short. Choose a modifier. Old shot, head or vitals will work.
Ah, brilliant. Yeah. And just a normal roll.
Just normal roll. Bloody hell. Resolve damage. I'm going to try and spend my last GM to soak. Which I don't. Take a wound. He's dead. Well, no, he is bleeding out. He is, not moving. So, as far as you're concerned, he's not.
Is it his go?
It's not quite his go yet. No.
Okay, right, okay.
Colt, anything else you want to do? You still have your move action.
Yeah, no, it's fine. I'm not pulling away in case he gets a free action.
Billy?
Okay.
If I was to tell, there's just this guy here and this guy here.
Go forward 3 squares.
You wouldn't be able to see him because he was behind cover. Massively behind cover.
You can hear him squawking like a chicken there.
And he is short range.
Cool. What range? Yep, counts as dim.
Tim, nice but dim.
Ooh, do you want to Benny that? Do you have any Bennies left?
Yeah.
Every time you say Benny, all I can think of is Crossroads Motel.
Right, I can't Benny again, can I?
Yep.
Yeah.
Alright, fuck it. That's better.
No.
That hits. Roll your damage. No ray.
No.
This one you were going for, yeah?
Yeah.
He goes down.
Yay.
Okay. Horse from Flory.
Bleed out.
He perishes.
Fastest sell by date.
He dies. And I think the other Indian warrior is going to slink off into the darkness.
He's
After a
not
grand
done
total of
anything the whole.
0. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So at that point, we're going to call it a night as the fighting comes to a halt, leaving you all kind of spread out amongst the shrubbery and rocks of the area. You start kind of whistling and calling out to your companions to make sure everybody is okay. And we'll pick up from there. We'll pick up from there in 2 weeks' time.
Yep.
So no game next Monday. We should be back. Should be doing. I should be available the Monday after, but I'll let you know if it changes.
So no, not the 19th, the 26th.
Yeah, and then
I will not be around on the 2nd. So
okay. Oh,
or the 9th.
Well, to be fair, I might be away from the 2nd. It's my birthday week.
Okay.
But I'll let you know.
Yeah. So the 26th, by the way, is a bank holiday Monday. Are we all good for bank holiday Monday, or shall we just come back on the 9th?
I don't mind playing on a free day off.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm okay to play.
All right. Well, we'll assume we're good for the 26th. If not, just let us know, and I'll message everybody when I get back from vacation.
Cool. Thank you.
Cool.
Good game, chaps.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Awesome game.
Catch you later.
Thank you for shooting me.
Later.
Bye.
Bye.
Take care. Thank you, Zed.
You're welcome.
Thank you. And good night.
Night.